Tom Ross against David Ochoa.
And Tom Ross against David Ochoa. Not sure which one we're getting yet. For those people, Tom Ross actually made it. He made it at round 2.
Yes, we're getting Tom the Boss Ross.
Tom the Boss Ross and David Ochoa will be our feature match. And I was saying, Tom Ross showed up in the middle of round 2.
We're getting Tom the Boss versus the Ochoa Webster.
They didn't pay me. Because they don't pay for your feature matches.
Oh, okay.
But he told me they would when before the round.
Sure. Okay, well, good luck, Brian.
Hey, do we have a feature match?
Yes,
yeah,
we do.
Tom the Boss Ross.
Tom the Boss Ross
versus David the Ochoa.
The Ocho.
So Tom Ross actually showed up here about round 2. His plane just got in, and he actually had Brad Nelson sign him up, get his deck list in for him and everything. So luckily he was able to make it after his 3 buys. Another advantage of having 3 buys and friends is
you just get to stroll in whenever you like.
You can show it a little bit later.
Stroll in.
It's not necessarily optimal, but at least you get to play in the tournament. So we'll have them setting up. Tom Ross, I did have a little talk with him, and he's playing Zoo, which we see him play Zoo in every format, Standard, Legacy, and now Extended.
I mean, if you're going to play it in Legacy, you have to play it in Extended, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to play it in Legacy and Standard, you can't go, oh, well.
It's not good enough for Extended.
Yeah, it's not good enough for Extended, just the outer, just the bookends.
And I don't have any idea what David Ochoa is playing, but
I'm going to guess
Dr. Yeah, Dr.
Depths. Let's see, he's high in the sideboard from us, and I thought I saw a ley line and some, I don't know what it is. I could just go get deck lists. I'm pretty sneaky. Let's see what I can drum up.
You got to return deck lists and then exchange. Threatened not to give them back unless we get new
like
ones.
Netflix, right?
Netflix for deck lists? Can I subscribe to that service? So again, thanks everybody for tuning in to GG's Live here at Grand Prix Oakland. Should have a good feature matchup for you guys. Tom the Boss Ross, top-aided last season in Honolulu. Also won a Star City Games 5K.
Yeah, the last one actually.
The one in Dallas?
Yeah, the Dallas one, he won that one with a Zoo list.
Yep.
He's had pretty good success with Zoo, so can't stop playing it.
For sure.
And he usually has a couple oddball additions to his list, so maybe we'll see something. We don't have his list yet, but maybe we'll see something interesting.
David Ochoa, no slouch either, writer for ChannelFireball.com. He won the first Magic Online Live Series in Honolulu last year. Also has been doing pretty well in the past events, a lot of top 16s. He top-aided Grand Prix Minneapolis. A lot of vintage experience, also a good vintage player. David Webster Ochoa is a solid player.
As we let them shuffle up, looking over here, them getting a little more comfortable. So, what do you think who has the advantage in the? I'm not sure what version of Zoo Tom's playing, but
were we able to get the list for Sean?
I looked at Dave Ochoa's list, and it's Thopter Depths.
Okay.
I didn't get it. I just looked at what
Thopter
it was.
Depths against some sort of Zoo. The fast Zoo, their goal is just to be able to kill you before they can combo. That's simple to go right there. And if he's playing a slower Zoo, you have what would be more the plan?
Band Charms. You also get to play Baneslayer Angel if you choose. Noble Hierarchy you'd be playing if you're playing the slower version.
Yeah.
So we'll see what version that Tom decided to sleeve up today.
I'd have to guess with Willie Thopter because he likes werewolves, and that's the closest you can get. And an extended
Zoo.
Yeah.
Why does he like werewolves?
Well, his Type 2 deck was You know, back in Type 2, when he won states, it was a lot of the vampire decks.
Yeah.
So his zoo deck had the Master of the Wild Hunt, and I think one other card that was actually a wolf. And so, I guess the finals was vampires versus this deck. So it was team Jacob versus team, what's the other guy?
Team
Goliath.
No,
Twilight.
We're making Twilight references.
Yeah, sorry. I'm too cool to.
Someone out there knows the Twilight guys. Edward.
Yeah, Team Edward versus Team Jacob. So his deck was Team Jacob, which is the werewolf guy from Twilight, versus the vampire deck. You know what? Okay,
it's above his head.
This is definitely above BitSW's head. So we.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I don't watch Twilight, so clearly I'm no longer cool. Got me.
That's all it takes. That's all it takes to be cool. That's all you have to do. One little thing.
Okay, so players looking at their hands. Dom the Boss Ross.
Can't tell.
Sweet opener. I see a Lightning Helix, a couple lands. Looks like a blue card, but it's not. It's I think a second Lightning Helix.
It could be a Scalding turn if it is blue.
I don't think it's blue. The Ochoa.
Tom taking
his time to
taking his time.
see whether or not he wants to keep.
Okay. Yeah, keep.
Wait,
Is that a negate?
There's a negate in there.
Yeah, I guess.
See,
it is.
that's why I like seeing Tom's always a little different than everyone else's decks.
Yeah, for sure. See, I think I can see only 5 cards from his hand. I guess
Thoughtseize is played by
We'll get to see his entire hand then.
David, and then there's a
Negate, Bant Charm,
Helix. Is that a Baneslayer or a
Path to Exile, and an Arid Mesa.
Okay, so this definitely is a slower version of Zoo.
Yep. Bant Charm, Negate. Ochoa's. There's a card
there's
hiding
another card
under Path
hiding
to Exile.
under-
It's got to be a creature, or else I can't imagine Tom keeping this hand. It's got to be like Curdate, like something.
It looks red. Was that
Yeah,
a red
it's a
spell?
red spell. I can't. It's a lightning.
Lightning Bolt.
That's an interesting keep for Tom. I guess that's why he thought about it for so long. I don't know if I would have kept that. There's no creatures. Seems hard for his zoo deck to deal a bunch of damage if he doesn't have any of the creatures he
He
needs.
may be thinking like a negate. Negate maybe. I don't know.
I mean, he probably puts the Ocho on having the Thopter Depths deck, but
Tom's playing Creatureless Zoo.
so I don't know if you can find it as zoo.
I mean, is this actually zoo?
Zoo.
Maybe he's playing Thoktar
Zoo with no
Depths.
animals.
Thoktar Depths. The deck BDM was talking about. And did you see what got taken?
What ended up being taken? I don't know. His graveyard's off screen. We'll look at his hand and hopefully be able to see.
tell. Bolt got taken. Thanks to all of you on the chat room. We really appreciate it. We also really appreciate to everybody tuning into GG's Live here.
So why would you think Bolt was taken in this matchup over, let's say, Path?
That's a really interesting thing.
'Cause now
Maybe the extra burn. I don't know. Maybe Ocho has a plan for the Path to Exile.
Path doesn't do anything against the top half of the combo.
It's true.
Bolt doesn't do anything too.
Either half.
Either half.
You're right, Rashad. Oh, Ocho has a bob in hand. There we go. Thanks to all you viewers. We're clearly not worthy. Snow-covered island. Ocho. I guess it's a normal island.
So Tom should be at 18.
Nope. No Dark Confidant. You guys are wrong.
Yep.
Air Mesa comes down for
Tom's
Tom.
at 18, right? The Hollow Fountain came into play on tap. Right. I believe so. Arid Mesa laid down by Tom. Still no creatures and pass the turn back. Dark Depths.
Dark Depths.
Dark Depths and
$40 card. They're none in play right now.
there's one in Ochoa's hand.
Tom goes down to 17 life, sacrificing his Arid Mesa. Blue-green. He needs a white land. Gets a Temple Garden to play on tap. holding the gate mana back up in case Ochoa wants to try something funny.